The member from London West.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Training, Colleges and Universities. Speaker, when it comes to post-secondary education, this government has no problem allowing tuition fees to skyrocket, no problem with poverty wages for teaching assistants, and no problem replacing full-time jobs with contract staff. But it is not willing to hold the line on executive compensation. Earlier, I raised the issue of the $1 million salary legally paid to the President of Western University. Now we are learning about a 50% salary increase for a University of Ottawa VP over the 2 years since the public sector wage freeze took effect. Alan Rock, the university president and former Liberal cabinet minister, is defending the increase, saying that it is compliant with provincial law. Speaker, why is this government refusing to take real action to rein in the salaries of senior university administrators?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the member opposite for the question. Mr. Speaker, I understand why people are frustrated, but Ontarians, Mr. Speaker, they deserve to know that why executives are paid and what they are paid, and that's why, Mr. Speaker, we brought the Public Sector Accountability Act, and based on that act, Mr. Speaker, we are going to put caps on the salaries. We are also going to prohibit the pay in lieu of leaves. Mr. Speaker, I recently wrote a letter to the Chair of the Board of Governors and executive heads of all universities and colleges across the province of Ontario, asking them and letting them know that we will be collecting information about the salaries and benefits, health benefits and the other benefits which executives receive from the institutions. Mr. Speaker, we are going to look at the work which other jurisdiction people do, as well as putting a cap on the salaries of executives. We are not going to do this on an individual basis, Mr. Speaker. We are going to take a very close look at what's happening in other jurisdictions and make sure that...
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, Ontario University students pay the highest tuition fees in Canada. They have seen tuition more than triple over the past 20 years. Post-secondary students are among the fastest-growing group of food bank users, while student tuition dollars are being used to subsidize out-of-control executive salaries. The government talks about compensation frameworks, but what we need are hard caps that work. Speaker, when will the minister close the loopholes, remove the wiggle room, and finally put a hard cap on salaries for senior university administrators?
Thank you. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, again, I want to thank the member opposite for that question. Mr. Speaker, again, as I said, Ontarians deserve to know that why executives are paid and how much they are paid. Mr. Speaker, we are aware of the situation at the University of Ottawa. I've been in touch with the university, and Mr. Speaker, it's not uncommon for the university administrators, those who are working in research and education, to get raised in their respective work, and we are actually encouraging the administration to continue their academic activities as well. With regard to student tuition fee, Mr. Speaker, Ontario is one of the lowest in the country when it comes to student tuition fee. The student debt has been decreased for over and over years. Mr. Speaker, 70% of the fees which a student pays are grants in the form of grants, non-payable grants. So, Mr. Speaker, we are so proud of our academic institutions. Two of our university professors, one was won Nobel Prize yesterday, and